Well, good morning. That was a good little intro to our live post here. Hopefully some of you caught that lion song. But hello, good morning. This is Olivia with the Wildcat Sanctuary in Sandstone, Minnesota. And you might say to yourself, Olivia, why are you at the most epic party celebration of this century? And well, I can tell you that it's not just a regular old party. It's for Terek and Polina on this kind of dreary day, but any day is perfect for a pool day in the summer. And I do see a tiger. Let's see if you all can catch that tiger face coming through the grass here. But a very exciting day for Terek and Polina as caretaker Katrina really went all out for them. The media team asked Katrina this week if we could do a live post with Terek and Polina, and well, Katrina said, say less. We have quite the epic enrichment here for these two, and they have set their eyes on it. But good morning. Hello, everyone. That would be Polina on the left, Terek behind the platform there on the right. Let me say hi to all of you as we watch these two usher themselves in. Good morning, Kelly. Hi, Marilyn. Good morning, Sherry. Saying hello to myself, Judson, and everyone. Hi, Marcy. Jeannie Curry from Ohio. I'm seeing some investigating tigers still behind there. Hopefully they'll come forward. Lisa Parker saying looks like a lot of rain to fill the pool to the very top. It has rained some. Probably did top off the pool a bit there, but Katrina, did you fill the pool this morning? Is that fresh pool water?
Yeah, so we filled the pool this morning. I started it at 8 a.m. on rounds.
Okay, so fresh water, fresh clean pool for Terek and Polina here. Polina's not much of a swimmer. I don't think any of us have seen her in the pool, but I know that Terek is, so that's what we have our fingers crossed for today. It's for Terek to take a dip for all of us here on this live post. Good morning, Kathy Barton. Hi, Lisa. Sherry. Marcy asking, so you're saying Terek didn't TP the sanctuary? Well, maybe it was Terek. Maybe Katrina is just taking the hit for Terek, but he got into the TP last night. And he says, yeah, look what I can do. I did toilet paper the entire sanctuary. But some fun streamers. These are some of our cats that obviously can have paper and cardboard. Some of our cats are not so smart about it, maybe is the way to put it. And they might eat paper and cardboard, but Terek and Polina get to enjoy that. So, and enjoying it they are. There goes Terek and Polina coming up to these boxes. And that would be, there are names written on these boxes. This would be Tear Bear, Terek's nickname that Katrina has written on the box there. And then Polina's box says Popo. And I would say that a lot of us refer to Polina as Popo. Would you say that Tear Bear is a pretty common nickname, Katrina? I was pretty sure.
T-Rex for him.
T-Rex. Okay, caretaker. Tear Bear is cute. It sounds like Care Bear. T-Rex and Tear Bear. Hi, Jeannie Curry. Good morning, Emily. Lots of friends here today. All right, there goes Terek. So, there are quite a few giant tiger-sized ice cubes in that pool to entice Big Man here to go for a dip. And he just found the first one. There's also some toys in there. Balls. Is that a barrel that I see in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's from Noah and Elizabeth's yard.
Ooh, okay. A barrel from Noah and Elizabeth. So extra tiger smells, making it extra fun enrichment. What are you doing, Terek? You smell something good over there? I'm wondering if we should move ourselves, our live post here, move the phone. Let's see. But similar to yesterday, we kind of parked ourselves with the Ukraine Pride for their really fun live post yesterday. I definitely encourage you all to go watch that. And today, sort of a similar format. We're just going to hang out with Terek and Polina. Should be a lot of fun since they have lots to do over here. And I'm hoping for just as exciting of a live post. But if you missed yesterday, our Ukraine Pride, took a dip in the pool. And Taras was definitely the star of that show in particular, getting all 4 paws in the pool multiple times. But they had a blast, which we wouldn't expect any less with those young, crazy lions. And more jokes about TPing the sanctuary. Wow, Terek! You did a very good job with your streamer decoration. What do you think, Polina? Wendy Frank saying, we all know that it was the Sanctuary kids, Dash, Daisy, and the Ukraine Pride who TP'd the Sanctuary. And Nancy Hodel, happy to be catching the party live. Welcome, Nancy. It's always fun when you all catch these live posts live. Jeremy saying hi to the cats, me. Good to see you. Marcy, I'd love to see a tiger belly flop. Fingers crossed. Terek is zooming around. So maybe we will get a tiger belly flop from Big Man over here since he's feeling frisky. Marcy adding Judson to the list of individuals that probably TP'd the sanctuary. Well, you know, Judson and I have to share our little story from this morning. It is just me on this live post today, but Judson and I have been busy because the one, the only Kiara, our sanctuary dog, allegedly got sprayed by a skunk. I don't know if she did or maybe if she just rolled in something stinky, but that girl smelled this morning. So Judson and I actually just gave her a bath, and we just wrapped up. I came over here to join Terek and Polina for their little party here, but Judson and I were cleaning a stinky, stinky dog this morning. She kind of smells better, but that stuff lingers. That stuff lingers, so hopefully in the coming days she'll kind of air herself out. Let's see. What do you think, Terek? We have lots of requests for a tiger belly flop in here. But you were having a blast with that paper. Polina's kind of been moseying around, checking everything out, but Terek has really been getting into it. He's checked out the streamers, he's done some zoomies, he's grabbed onto this paper. But as you can probably tell, it's a little bit overcast today, a little rainy here and there. It's been drizzling this morning, but still a nice temperature, a nice mild day, the perfect weather for tigers. So I think the rest of this week is probably going to be pretty similar to this. Not too different. And I'm actually seeing Polina kind of running around checking out her neighbors. But yes, an overcast day, but not too rainy, thankfully. Perfect cat weather. Lori Heath saying, oh no, poor Kiara. Well, poor Kiara for getting a bath. I don't think she minded rolling in something stinky. She was pretty upset when she wasn't allowed inside this morning, but she's now inside, getting cozy until she is fully dry, but stinky girl. Wendy, once again, everybody's kind of contributing to this TP lore, this TP story going on. Wendy saying that Judson was the facilitator and that he purchased the supplies to keep the suspicion off the kitties. He would do that. Not to throw Judson under the bus, but I don't think you're too far off, Wendy. Daria saying that tomato sauce bath will get rid of the stinky stuff. Yeah, tomato juice. Katie, our operations director, suggested using hydrogen peroxide, Dawn soap, and baking soda. And so that's what we used to kind of cancel out the smell this morning. It was pretty successful. I think the downfall with Kiara is her face, because she rolled her face all in it. And so I think that's what's going to retain the stink most, but we will see. And Meeks saying hello to me and your sponsor babies, Terek and Polina. Glad you could catch this live, Anne. Yes, your sponsor kiddos are having fun. Polina's off checking in with her neighbors right now, but Terek is very pensive, thinking about what he's going to do next. But thank you for being a sponsor, and thank you for supporting the cats, Anne. Good to see you. Tanya saying hello to me, Judson, all the cats, and of course Kiara the dog. Well, this is the morning, Tanya, to say hello to Kiara. She needs all the loving and encouragement she can get after her very traumatic bath time. Marcy, thank you, saying poor Kiara, but also poor Judson and Olivia. I do think, I was joking with lead media intern Timo, as we walked down here, I said, Timo, do I stink? And Timo said, just a little bit. So hopefully we won't stink up the office too bad. Good evening from the Netherlands. Good to have you here, Rita. Always fun to see our international followers chiming in. Tanya, what did you miss? Well, not much, honestly. Terek and Polina came out. This is a very fun tiger-sized party, a Tuesday party. Nothing crazy, no particular occasion, except that we're just celebrating the cats of the Wildcat Sanctuary today. But Terek has kind of chosen his post here to decide what he wants to do next, kind of take in the sights of the sanctuary. Polina is off doing her own thing, checking in with neighbors, checking in with some smells on the other side of her habitat. But caretakers came in here this morning, cleaned up the habitat, cleaned their pools, and obviously placed lots of fun enrichment. There's ice in the in-ground pool, toys in the in-ground pool, obviously streamers or TP, as we've been joking, and lots of paper and box enrichment too. Liz, hi from Portugal. Good to have you, Liz. I always love seeing where everyone's from. A couple international followers down here in the comment section. Good to see you. Lisa saying that Terek's expression is so cute that he looks like a cub. Terek does have quite a sweet expression, a very distinct expression, I would say. I think that all of us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary forget that tigers can blend together for people. It can be hard to ID the cats here. We have 140. Obviously, us that work here and spend every day with the cats, we can ID the cats. But I would argue that even though a lot of the cats can look similar, Terek looks very, very distinct for a tiger. He has lighter face markings. He has a very distinct expression and a very sweet face. So I'd have to agree with you. Debbie Sams, oh no, late to the party. Sounds like a fun morning. You aren't too late, Debbie. If you're here, then you're right on time. Good to have you here in the comment section, Debbie. Terek, what are you thinking about? And those massive paws. I have to point out those paws. Terek, your paws are so huge. But you are a big boy. Terek is one of our biggest tigers here at Sanctuary. Ooh, Marcy, that's exciting. Your Tiger Chuff license plate should arrive soon. Okay, so you went with the U in Tiger Chuff. TGRCHUF. That's very exciting, and I know that you have your birthday coming up, so what a good birthday present. Tanya asking what Kiara did. Well, the story goes that she was sprayed by a skunk, excuse me. Nobody saw it. Caretaker Rio this morning smelled her when she came inside, and she does stink quite badly. I don't know if she got sprayed or maybe she rolled in something stinky, but it definitely warranted a bath time. Good morning, Gail Cook. And Jeremy, thank you for the help there, telling Tanya that Kiara probably rolled in some skunk spray. Heidi, hello to me and Judson from Southern California. Chizzy, when the caretakers are done at TWS, come to my house and clean up after me. Well, they're very good at cleaning. We're very, very thorough here, so that wouldn't be too bad of a thing, but they sure are experts at cleaning up after cats in particular. Pat saying hello to me, but also poor stinky Kiara. Brave Judson and Olivia for giving her a bath. Not too brave. We all went to the office to smell nice, and I think Kiara, at the end of the day, wants to be able to come inside. Oh, cool. Shireen, hopefully I said that correctly, saying that you have a paw print of Terek's, and they are big. Yeah, if you have a paw print or paw casting, Terek's paws are huge. I'd say that Logan and Caesar, as many of our longtime followers know, were our biggest tigers ever to be here at Sanctuary, but Terek's a big boy. He has a big paw print, obviously a big head. He's a big boy. So that's super cool that you have one of his paw prints. Ooh, Kathy, that is a good comment. You not only had a couple kitties who love toilet paper, my daughter even TP'd the inside of the house. She was 1.5, grabbed the end, walked out of the bathroom, down the hall, into the kitchen, back down the hall. Oh my gosh, it keeps going. Then back to the bathroom. Not one sheet tore. She was so proud of herself. Wow, that's impressive. No, that's not true. I was going to say that I never TP'd my house growing up, but I definitely did. And my cats love toilet paper, going back to the initial part of your comment. And I'm sure other people's do too. Because what's more fun than toilet paper? It unravels. It's fun. It can go everywhere. That's a funny story. All right, Terek. I'd love to see some pool time. Taras had you beat, and Gino yesterday. Our lion Labrador retrievers over there. You gotta show them what a tiger's made of. You checking up top? That's a good display of how big you are. He says, nope, no pool time, but I am gonna go check up here. And quite impressive just how agile Terek is. We were just talking about how big he is, and he scaled that platform no problem. It can kind of be hard to tell when you're on these live posts just how big these habitat features are. Just as you have a cat tree in your house for your domestic cats, these are tiger-sized cat trees. They're pretty comparable in scale, in ratio to the cats we have here, and they are big. I wouldn't even come halfway up that pole there. So Terek is showing off his athleticism. He's also showing off how fun it is to chew on his platforms, Terek. I don't think your caretakers would do that very. Maybe my internet connection's getting the best of me. So we'll relocate. Maybe get a different view of Terek's hijinks up here. Mike asking, where would a skunk come from? Well, Mike, that's a good question. I think it's the same reason we have skunks is the same reason that we're having spotty Wi-Fi. We are out in rural Minnesota. We're out in a pretty rural location. It's not great for things like Wi-Fi. All right, we dropped for a moment there, Terek, but as we were saying, Mike asked, where would a skunk come from? And Terek, we were saying how being out in rural Minnesota is perfect for the cats here, our Wildcat rescues, because it's a peaceful, natural location, far from other people, but it's also great for wildlife. We have lots of native wildlife here at the sanctuary and around the sanctuary. We have lots of rabbits, snakes, deer, turkey, bears even. I've seen bears on my drive into work, and of course, skunks. So it's just part of being out here in rural Minnesota. Sometimes they wander into the property. Terek is a handsome guy, and he is busy. Good morning, Faith from Wellington, Florida, and saying huff huff to gentle giant Mr. Terek. Let's get a different view of that gentle giant Mr. Terek here. And saying huff huff, of course, instead of a chuff. We like to say that Terek doesn't exactly tiger chuff, which is a tiger greeting, a tiger hello, but he does more of a huff. A very distinct greeting from Terek. Let's see, lots of comments here. Kathy at the Rock asking how much tomato juice was used. None today. We used some supplies we had on site, and I think it was pretty successful, but who knows? There might be another bath time in Kiara's near future. Oh, Kendra, that's cute. Your eyeless cat loved toilet paper. I think it's a very popular cat toy. One that you might not anticipate to be a cat toy, but perfect nonetheless. And Lori is saying that your cat just likes the cardboard tubes. My cats like the toilet paper, they like the cardboard tubes. They like the whole thing. For a while there when they were very young, I had to keep my toilet paper in a cabinet. I couldn't even keep it out because they'd grab onto it instantly. Alaric, hopefully I just said your name correctly. Alaric asking, is this a Bengal tiger? And that's a great question. This Terek would be what we refer to as a generic tiger, same as Polina, who's below him there. And that term generic tiger describes tigers in captivity in the United States. Our rescues are coming from many different backgrounds, many unknown backgrounds, but all exist because they were bred for profit. They were bred in captivity, and they were bred to be exploited one way or another. And so when people are breeding tigers for profit, when they're breeding them to be for exploitation ultimately, they're not paying attention to conservation or genetics, because frankly, that would be a waste of time and money. And so lots of our cats are inbred, lots of our cats have mixed genetics. And so the simplest way of putting it is this would be a generic tiger. So not a Bengal tiger. This is why we spay and neuter our cats as well. They do not have conservation value, because when it comes to conservation and genetics, it would be a quality over quantity thing. So a little education there. I definitely encourage you to check out our website and learn more. You can learn why we neuter our tigers, more about generic tigers. But it doesn't matter, Terek, because you're very special to us. You aren't generic, ultimately. Sometimes that term can come off a little callous, but Terek is one of a kind and definitely treated as such here at Sanctuary, and that's thanks to all of your support. Chizzy asking my opinion of the male tigers and who do I think is the most handsome. That's hard. They're all so beautiful in their own way. They really are. I think, like I said, Terek has such a distinct facial structure, and I'd say he's handsome, but I love them all. And Dash with his big head and nose. They're all handsome in their own way, but a good question, Chizzy. Dave saying, love those big tigers, Terek and Noah. Yep, Noah next door. Noah and Elizabeth. I saw them buzzing around a little bit this morning. Let's see, Sherry here just got a kitten. She just had her first round with TP. She took a whole roll of paper towels and shredded it too. It was quite a sight to come home to. Well, I can imagine that, Sherry. I'm sure it was little pieces of toilet paper and paper towels everywhere, but I bet she had a blast. That is a funny story, and congrats on your new kitten. Ooh, Lori pitching into Chizzy's question. Who's the most handsome of the male tigers? Griffin has a magnificent ruff. I like that. That's a good answer. And Lori also saying that Thor Jr. reminds you of Mohan, who is a very handsome tiger. I could agree with that. I didn't know Mohan, but obviously I've seen quite a few pictures of him and know his story, and I'd say that Thor Jr. does resemble Mohan in some ways, other than just the fact that they were both white tigers. Let's see, Griffin, Daria's saying, wow, lots of votes for Griffin. Let's see, Kathy, what are you saying here? I was chuckling at an old live with Judson and Olivia. One of the hundreds, yes, many, many lives, and a bird was jumping from pole to pole ahead of them. Was hilarious. I think it was a live with Blaze. Yes, lots of comments about our wildlife here. Barbara pitching in and saying that you don't like snakes one bit. It is snake and frog season. I've only seen a couple snakes so far this year. Probably not on a day like today would you see a snake, but they are there. Ooh, Jenny, one of our volunteers. Wow, this is a new one. I have not seen this animal. But Jenny's saying that you saw a porcupine on your way up one day. I'd love to see that. I've never seen a porcupine before. They aren't where I'm from in North Carolina, so that's a cool find. Oh, Terek, getting some grooming in from your perch up there. And of course, monitoring the Ukraine Pride just across the way behind us there. Oh, wow, Terek. Maybe not monitoring the Ukraine Pride, getting his eyes set on another piece of enrichment. What are you thinking about? Ooh, Daria, good eye. Timo walking by, so hello, Timo. Timo says hello back, and needing to thank him for moving your cat litter. Well, Timo, anything to say?
So thank you for bringing it. I'm
honored. What Timo says, if you didn't hear him, he said, thank you for bringing it. That's very nice, Daria. Okay, I'm loving all these cat stories. I'm kind of reading as I go here. Lots of you saying that your cats love toilet paper, love Kleenex. Kathy saying that you have to keep your Kleenex hidden because your cat will pull it out and bite all over it. TP is also mounted out of reach. Terek, I could only imagine what you would do if you got a hold of toilet paper. Huff huff. Hi, handsome. Chuffing as you go. Do you want to maybe give us some pool time? I heard from a little birdie, your caretaker, that you were in the pool this morning. And now it's clean, so it's perfect for pool time. He is on the move. What do you think, big dude? And Griffin and Dimitri were previously in this habitat. Those handsome male tigers that lots of people have been saying are very handsome, and I obviously have seen them walk this path many, many times, but Terek just went and checked out this log, which Griffin, Dimitri, and their late brother Zeke loved to shred. So it's good to see that it's still being used in this habitat here. Oh, and look at Miss Polina. She's found her own perch. Polina didn't partake too much in the enrichment today, but that's okay. I'm sure she'll come around later. She's watching her boyfriend Terek and keeping an eye on those neighbors. What do you think, Polina? Ooh, Arlene, your cat got a hold of your grandmother knitting. There was yarn everywhere all around the furniture. Well, it's good to know that all of our cats love to get into things and are true cats, as cats should. Heidi also saying that your cat pulls out facial tissue out of the box, so you have to keep it upside down on the table. That's actually a good solution. Patricia, your cat loves boxes and bags, has not discovered the toilet paper yet. Well, I hope for you, Patricia, that your cat never discovers the toilet paper. My cats also love boxes and bags, as do cats of all sizes. I think a lot of people ask, oh, do big cats like catnip? Do big cats like boxes? And the answer is often yes. The big cats love boxes. They love cardboard, as we've seen Terek playing with here. And even some big cats like catnip. The catnip balls have been a big, big hit with our big cats lately. Marcy, going back to that comment about what kind of tigers we have, generic but treated like royalty. Absolutely, and that is, like I said, thanks to your generous support. We could not do any of this without you. All that you see before you is made possible by you and your generosity and your kindness. So, yes, treated like royalty, and those people that treat them like royalty are right here on this live post. And that's pretty special, Terek. Taking a lap around the pool. You gonna go check out that box? We were just talking about cats liking boxes. What do you think? That's Polina's box. She touched your box too. Lots of cats in this comment section getting into facial tissue. Wow, Terek. You made quick work of that box there. Katrina will be happy to see that. And speaking of Katrina and cats and boxes, I know that Katrina was working on these boxes at her home last night, where she has 2 cats. And I know that her cats, according to her, were very much enjoying them. And I'm sure those boxes smell like her cat. So just a little extra layer that you might not think about for our Wildcat enrichment is all the smells that come along with those pieces of enrichment. And today, that would include Katrina's 2 cats. Huffing as you go, Terek. And another very beautiful shot of pretty Polina. Okay, more people saying that you have to tuck the tissue in and turn it upside down. These are good tips. Thankfully, our office cats, as far as I know, don't take too much interest in Kleenex or toilet paper. But if they ever do, because I wouldn't put it past Josie, I would not put it past Josie to ever get into the tissue. Ooh, Christy, good question. Terek is such a beautiful tiger. How much food does he eat daily? And it looks like one of our immediate interns already answered, but that's correct, about 8 to 12 pounds. Our big cats range from usually around that 6 to 10 pound range. I think Terek's probably about 8 or 9 pounds a day. And to some people, that can sound like a small amount for such a big tiger. Terek is around 400 pounds. But if you think about it, these cats in the wild are eating every few days. even maybe once a week. And they're expending a lot more energy. They're eating less frequently, and our cats get fed every single day. So 8 pounds actually is very, very sufficient. Keeps them happy and keeps them at sanctuary weight. Amy Bliss Coleman saying that especially chewy boxes are a hit in your house. And same here. We have lots of chewy boxes here at Sanctuary. Polina is posing, Jeannie. I love how beautiful she looks, that profile. Taking everything in. Currently watching media intern Timo right now. Jeremy, that's so nice. You said that you refuse to pick a favorite cat, and so you stop sponsoring cats and just donate directly to the sanctuary now. Thank you for your generosity. I think that's a great example of how many ways there are to give. For some people, certain cats speak to you, their stories speak to you, and you can directly sponsor those cats, which is a very, very generous and direct way to give. But another way would just be to be part of our monthly Pride, give to the sanctuary directly, and all of it makes such a positive and giant impact for the 140 plus rescues here. Here comes Terek, marching through the grass. But it looks like we're kind of winding down here. Maybe not as boisterous as yesterday's live, but also those are some young, boisterous lions. Always up to hijinks. Terek still had a blast though. Polina having a good time in her own way. And I'm glad we got to come out, and I'm glad Katrina and her team did get to hang around a little bit and kind of observe these two enjoying their tiger-sized party. And obviously I got to enjoy it with all of you, so thank you for being here. And Polina, with that, we will call it. But of course, we are live every single day here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. So be sure to tune in tomorrow. And until then, thank you and see you next time. Bye, everyone.